In this first look video from InfluenceWP, we are checking out a WordPress plugin called FooGallery, which, as you can see on my screen, is going to give you stunning gallery layouts. It's responsive, retina ready, lightning fast, and easy to use. Before we poke around the website here a bit and then look at the actual solution together, just a quick bit of housekeeping. First look videos cover products we have no prior experience with. They show vendors how new users experience their website and product for the very first time. These videos are unedited, high-level introductions that are not paid for, they're not sponsored, and they contain no affiliate links. If you would like videos like this created for your business, go to influencewp.com/partners and request your free lifetime partner membership. And we thank Foo Plugins, which is the team behind FooGallery. If you like what you see in this video, go over to our website, find the deal section, do a search for FooGallery, and grab an exclusive deal over there. One more disclaimer, because we are dealing with a gallery plugin, which means highly visual elements, I recommend going over to their website and checking out their demos to get the best idea of what the finished product could look like on your site. Check out all of their demos because, again, this is a high-level introduction, and we're not going to try to recreate one of their demos entirely from scratch because it's not a tutorial, right? So the website, with that in mind, the website is fooplugins.com. That's FOO plugins.com. Once you're there, just scroll down a bit if you have to, depending on what screen size you're on, and just look for this FooGallery. There's kind of like a sub-menu here of their 4 plugins at this time. Just click on this Find Out More link, which is what we're going to work from right now. Again, they've got this demo link at the top, and then we want to look right now. We're going to look at the features. I may or may not rattle them off because there's just so many. We'll look at that. I may just tell you to go to the website because there's just so many features. And we're going to look for other key pages like change logs, an about page, documentation, things of that nature. Okay, so let's click on features here. They've got a free plugin in the repository. So if you go over to the WordPress repo, do a search for FooGallery, come down here, you're going to get this list, this huge list of features that are available even in the free version. So you're going to get tons of value even with the free version, okay? Back over here, we'll just talk about the pro versions. They've got 3 plans: Pro Starter, Pro Expert, and Pro Commerce. And I want to scroll down here because I think they break down what all the features are in each plan. Sorry, I just have to find it here. Here we go. Let's click on this button right here, free versus pro comparison. It's actually a pro, and from what I'm seeing, it actually just compares the pro plans, not the free plans. But in all of the plans, you get unlimited galleries, advanced attachment modal, password protection for galleries and albums, lazy loading, retinal thumbnail support, albums built-in lightbox. You can see there's a long list of items in here: import, export, pagination, import, hover effects, all kinds of stuff. So we won't rattle all of them off. I'll let you guys look at that. But I want to specifically mention like the Pro Starter plan, what it covers. Includes Slider Pro template, Grid Pro template, Polaroid Pro template, Pro hover effects, and Pro customizations. So if you need to do a little bit more, that's going to be that entry-level Pro plan. That starter plan is going to give you that stuff. It's going to give you those templates to start with, so you don't have to build completely from scratch. And so, or if you just want to learn, reverse engineer how this a particular gallery was set up, you could load one of the templates in and then reverse engineer it. If you need to scale up a little bit, you can go to the Pro Expert level, which gives you everything in Starter. Then you start getting into dynamic galleries, media tags and filtering, multi-level filtering, gallery search, video galleries, advanced pagination, advanced custom captions, deep linking, bulk copy, and so on and so forth. And finally, if you need to go a step even above that, you're going to have Pro Commerce. So it's going to give you WooCommerce integration, product gallery template, photo watermarking, gallery blueprints, dynamic WooCommerce galleries, product variation support, photo watermarking, right-click image protection, kind of like the commerce, right? The word commerce is in there. So think of it as like you're trying to monetize off of the galleries. All right. And also another key thing here is white labeling is in that plan. Okay, so let's continue on. I am looking for an about page. Here's the documentation. I do want to see that as well. So let's pull that up. Okay, unless I'm missing it, I'm not seeing an about page, and I'm not seeing a change log. Let me make sure. Let me do one search here for about. Okay, not seeing anything there. Let's try one more. Let's try a change log. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything there. So that would be something I would like to see. I'd like to see an about page, faces, names, a little bit about the team, a little bit about the company, to establish that initial trust with potential customers, right? And then the change log, same thing. It's a communication channel, where your plugin, your solution has come from, where it is now, how the development cycle is going, when stuff is released, just another trust level. So that is what I would like to see there. Let's check out the documentation. And again, we are looking at FooGallery. So let's go in here. Let's do a search and just make sure there's no changelog in here. Okay, here we go. FooGallery changelog. Okay, so this looks like hasn't been kept up according to the dates. So what I would do is I would pull this changelog out to the forefront and then make sure that it is up to date. Okay. So here we have our documentation. Let's just click on a couple of these. Okay, documentation looks to be fine. Let's do a search. Well, we already did a search. We did a search for changelog. Let's do one more search. Let's do watermark. Okay, there we go. So that's good to go. Okay, I'll leave this up, the documentation that is, in case we need it. Close some other things down. Okay, so here I am in the dashboard. I've got WooCommerce and FooGallery Premium installed and activated. Let's go to settings. Let's also find out where, okay, right here, we see it in the side menu here. So FooGallery, we don't have any galleries yet, so that's going to be empty. Yep, add a new gallery. We will do that in a second. Media tags. So if you need to add some tags to identify, for sorting and filtering and that type of stuff, or just for your own knowledge and behind the scenes in the admin dashboard, you can apply tags. Here's our media categories, very similar if you need to categorize them. Okay, settings, we will get to this in a second. That is a lot of settings. I told you there's a lot of features. Okay, so features back here: albums, bulk copy, custom CSS, EXIF data, e-commerce, filtering, FooGallery migrate, gallery blueprints, import, export, pagination, protection, video, and white labeling. Help is pretty self-explanatory. System info, that's if you need to do some troubleshooting. Account, self-explanatory. Add-ons, let's see what's in there. So there's an add-on called FooGallery User Uploads. Lets your users upload their own images to your gallery, creating a dynamic, engaging space for your community. That's pretty slick. And then, of course, pricing. Okay, so let's go over to settings. I don't know how we're going to tackle this because there are just so many. Maybe I'll just handle like the sections of each tab. So we're in the general tab. So we've got options here for performance, setting gallery defaults, setting captions, admin type stuff. So hide gallery template, help, doing stuff with user roles, hiding classic editor buttons, short codes, things of that nature. Under albums, album creator role, set the default role for album creators. So you can choose from that list. Under the images tab, so here we can set thumbnail information, the quality of the thumbnails, do some cropping, stuff with the original thumbnails, animated thumbnails, and so on and so forth. Oh, let's go back here a bit. Thumbnail engine, I just saw this. The default engine used to generate locally cached thumbnails, or short pixel. Use short pixel adaptive images to generate all of your gallery thumbnails. This will be optimized and offloaded to the short pixel global CDN. So I have experience using that plugin. So I'm guessing if I hit this button, it's going to give us an integration option. No. So if you turn that on and then you install short pixel adaptive images, so you'll just do it over on the short pixel adaptive images side, depending on how many credits and stuff that you need for your images. So we will leave the defaults there. Let's go to language. So this is if you need to translate certain strings, you can do that here. So maybe even if you're using the English language, which we are in this case, maybe you don't want to say no images. You want to say ain't no images, stuff like that. So it's not always just about translating from one language to another. It could just be changing text within your same language. Let's go to advanced. Wow, there's just a lot of stuff in here. Just let me read through this really quick. Demo content created, forced HTTPS, server folder paths, disable pro promotions. So it looks like that if you want to disable any promotions that are coming from the Foo plugins team, like you could disable that. That's a really cool feature. I don't really see that very often. Enable legacy thumb cropping. Okay, you get the idea. Lots and lots of settings, custom CSS, and JavaScript. So if you need to add some custom code to your site, depending on your preference, if you don't have any other way of adding this to your site, or maybe you want to take advantage of the space. Maybe you have a code snippets plugin and you'd rather put it there, or maybe you just want to put it directly into your website files. It's totally your preference, what you want to do there. But they do give you a space here. I do know that with some solutions that if you don't apply custom code within the area that they give you, sometimes it's more difficult to get that code to it's easier to get that code to take hold. So for example, if I wanted to change something here with FooGallery, sometimes with solutions, if you put the actual code here, it just takes hold easier. Whereas if you go with the snippets plugin or with editing like the core files of your site, sometimes you have to use like important declarations with the CSS and all kinds of hoops you need to jump through to make that code actually kick in. So I don't know how that works specifically with FooGallery, but anyway, so you have this area. Okay, this tab is WPLR Sync, which I'm not sure what this is a Lightroom publishing service for WordPress. It exports your photos to WordPress, the folders and collections from Adobe Lightroom, keeps them synchronized. Okay, so it looks like it synchronizes with that. So I guess WP Lightroom. And then they're suggesting an app here from Meow Apps. Okay, under video, default video target, you can set new tab, same tab, or Foo box. I'm guessing that is a lightbox. And then if you need to integrate with Vimeo or YouTube, you can do that here. Here you can define the default video thumbnail directory. Here we're dealing with EXIF data. Okay, do you want to allow EXIF attributes? And you can specify those here. If you're a photographer, you got the EXIF data you're going to be right at home. You're going to know what that means. It's just the information that is within images that's used for identification and things of that nature. But here again, you get like this translation section, if you will, where you can change these words to whatever it is that you want. All right, protection. Watermark previews. So everything that has to do with watermarking, you can set your own custom image here to apply as the watermark on your images. You can style the watermarks, the transparency, the margins, what type of mode. Is it going to be repeat or single? So is the watermark image repeated across the whole image, or is it just like maybe centered? What size do you want your watermark image? And so on and so forth. Here, finally, we are in the e-commerce tab. And we're again, language. Do you want to change some of the strings, or do you want to change them all to a different language? And then last, we have this file downloads. Use alternate file download paths. To overcome some limitations found in WooCommerce, we adjust the default file download paths by default. Enabling this will turn off those adjustments. Okay. There's a lot of features. This thing is packed. Okay, let's go create a gallery. Let's go add new gallery. And we'll just call this IWP. And what else can we do here? I saw that there was templates. Do I not have those templates as part of my plan? Or do we want to build this completely from scratch? Sorry, just let me poke around here a bit. So that's why we do these videos. I've literally never seen this before. I don't even know. Don't even know what we're going to do. But I know there was templates. I just don't know how to get to them. All right, so I guess we'll just build our own. Add from another source. So you can pull in images from another source. Here's our gallery settings. Oh, here we go. It's gallery settings. So by default, we have responsive image gallery. Here we go. Let's try one of these. Let's do Grid Pro. Okay, so that's what they mean. So the templates aren't like pre-made full gallery templates where you just plug in your images. It's just going to do, it's a template, but you got to put your image in there and then it applies that template to them. I get it. I don't know why I was thinking like more of a visual thing, but okay, let's go ahead. We'll go Grid Pro just to test out one of their templates. Let's add some media from the library. Before hitting record, I downloaded a couple of images from Pexels. Okay, let's add all of those. This is managing our items. We have a gallery preview, so let's click on that. Okay, that's cool. Here we've got like a little lightbox option. Okay. The new advanced attachment modal feature is enabled and ready to use. Okay, or you can disable it. Here you can do a bulk taxonomy manager. So you can select all of your images and then add tags to these. So IWP, that's not a real world thing. I'm just showing you like what you can put in there. Let's bulk assign those. Boom. So it added that tag to all of those images. So that's the media tags. Let's drop down media categories and see if we can do that right from here without switching screens. Sweet. Okay. IWP image categories, bulk assign. Oops. Let's get all of the images in there. I'm just using control and then a left mouse click. IWP image cats. Okay, and bulk assign. There we go. 5 assignments. We're good to go there. Let's close this down. Okay, we can add more media if we want. We can remove all of the media and start over. We've chosen Grid Pro as our template there. This is going to give you a breakdown of what it's going to look like, the thumbnail size, thumbnail links, the transitions. So it's fade, horizontal, vertical, or none. Is it a loop? So a loop is whether the slider should loop. So I don't think we're using a slider in this case, but if you were, max columns. Okay, we're just going to roll with the defaults on all of this just for brevity of the video. But just know that you can set all sorts of things here. Here you can add custom CSS on an individual gallery basis if you want. So that's the general tab. You go to appearance. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at all these. You set a light mode or dark mode or a custom mode. Borders, drop shadows, loading icons, loading effects, Instagram filters, and so on and so forth. This thing is absolutely packed. Okay. High level introduction. We're not going to go through all of this. I would keep you guys here for far too long. But just know that you can do all of this stuff. If you want to monetize your galleries, you can do that. Set up the protection, set up the e-commerce stuff. All right, let's just publish this and see what we get. Over here on the right hand, before we do that, over here on the right hand side, we have the shortcode. So we're going to add that to a page. And also, I don't think we need to do that because we can do that. We can also look at the block editor because it has support for that. Here's a retina support. Add retina support to this gallery by choosing the different pixel densities you want to enable. The higher they probably talk about this. The higher, as you go up here, like I'm not a retina expert and all that, but I'm thinking the higher, like if you go 4x here, the higher. You want to enable all of these or just one of these? And then I think there's going to be considerations you need to make there. I don't know. I could be wrong about that, but I'm thinking, as like a photographer, like what if you're trying to do the e-commerce side of things and you're trying to sell like super high quality images? Do you want to support 2x, 3x, 4x? And you think about potentially the load on the front end, how things are going to load and performance, things of that nature. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's what that's for. Gallery sorting, you've got all kinds of options. We're going to go with the default, but you can do date, created, modified, title, random, all of that sort of stuff. All right, I'm going to go ahead and publish this. And again, you can use, I'll go ahead and copy this shortcode. I just left clicked it and it copied it to my clipboard. So you could drop that anywhere on your site that allows shortcodes. But I'm also going to go over to, let's go to a page. Let's add a page. And I'm going to do a slash that leans to the right. If you're not familiar with the WordPress block editor, you can do a slash that leans to the right on your keyboard. It's going to pull up the various blocks. You can also click on this icon, this plus icon in the top left. Now I'm just going to do a search here for the word foo. There we go. Select gallery. We can do a search, or we can just see like they give us a list here. I'm going to select the gallery we just created together, insert. There we go. With this selected, we can now click that edit pencil. It brings us right back here where we can edit our gallery. Okay, right here on the page, we have some options with this block selected. We can remove the gallery, we can select it, we can edit it. Okay, so they give you all kinds of ways to edit this. And then the typical WordPress block stuff, copy, cut, duplicate, that sort of thing. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it. It looks like most of the work is done within FooGallery itself, which is fine. Let's go ahead and publish this. Let's look at this on the front end. And there it is. There's our gallery. This is our lightbox. We have the option to close here. We can blow this up. I'm assuming this is going to be full screen. There's no tooltips here. There we go. All right, let's go back to our gallery. We have it open about 3 different times here. So that's Grid Pro. Let's just do responsive image gallery and update. We'll just check out a few of these and I'll get you guys out of here. Refresh. There we go. So it styles it a little bit differently. Let's go masonry. And let's just do 2 columns. Maybe we'll get these images to display bigger. That's probably the thumbnail size too, but you can mess with the gutter size, the thumbnail layout. Let's go update. There we go. So that's that masonry look. Maybe these black borders around there, you don't want to have those. So obviously you come in here. Somewhere in here, we would adjust the borders. Appearance, probably. Here we go. Borders, let's say none. So let's save that. There we go. Borders are gone. But you have control over how this lightbox looks and works. Pagination, the filtering. There's so much. And we've only looked at a couple of these templates: responsive image gallery, the masonry, the grid. Let's just, for fun, let's do Polaroid. And I'm going to get you guys out of here. Yeah, super, super cool. It gives you that Polaroid look of a gallery. Hover over that, you get some animation. Going back to the FooGallery website, one more time, I'm going to iterate this. Go here, go to the demos, and here you get to see what this looks like, what a finished product could look like. You can check out. So this backend demo doesn't seem to do anything. Just for you, Team Foo plugins, this looks to be the same, unless I'm missing something here. Front end filtering, maybe not. Okay, maybe this is doing something here. So let's go. Oh, each of these is a demo. That's my fault. That's my fault. So this is like a demo in of itself, but then you click into each of these demos and it shows something different. So here's advanced pagination, I guess, maybe. I'm not quite sure there. Okay, maybe I was wrong about that. It's just telling you what the features are. Backend, let's click on video galleries. Okay. So I think there might be an issue with backend here. I don't think that's actually showing you the backend. Let's go to front end. This is just more of the same. And then here we have pro. I'm going to click on see more demos here. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. Okay, so one of the we didn't look at was like carousel. We didn't look at that one. So let's click on that. Here we go. So this is what I want you guys to do to see a finished product or what this could actually look like. And then they give you some nice information here about like how it's configured and how you can configure it further and that sort of thing. Okay, FooPlugins.com, FooGallery, super powerful. I mean, it's obvious, super powerful, extremely feature rich, very easy to use. If you like what you see in this video, like I said, go over to InfluenceWP.com, find the deals area, do a search for FooGallery and grab that exclusive deal. And I will catch you all in the next video. See ya.